So if you're like me and you're wondering what the hell's going on with Dragon's Dogma 2, well, you're not alone, because I also been wondering the same thing.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And what I found was completely understandable. So when it comes to Dragon's Dogma 2, first off, people are complaining about the microtransactions that weren't really displayed when the game was about to be released. And so once the game released with microtransactions, people reasonably flipped. But what I find weird about this is, why is it Dragon's Dogma 2 is getting such backlash for this? Because Capcom has been doing this for a while. Even Devil May Cry 5 has had microtransactions in its game, and they're both single player games. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to defend this or anything, but it is kind of funny that we're seeing this backlash now, because I would have loved to have seen that same energy when DMC 5 first came out. Now looking at the list of DLCs that they have in this game, it's kind of weird because all this stuff can be obtained through just playing the game. First off, like a tent. You get that within the first like 20 minutes of the game. $3 please. But the one I really find funny is the portal crystal, which allows you to fast travel between different areas in the game, which you can also obtain by just playing the game. I find this rather funny because they think that people would really pay $3 just for the ability to teleport, and conveniently not tell them that you can only have 10 placed at a time. But what's even funnier is that the creator of Dragon's Dogma doesn't even like fast travel. $3 please. Now more than likely this came from Capcom themselves forcing the game to have microtransactions in some way, which is why people have an issue with this, because it can then influence the game and how it's developed. Oh, but the microtransactions isn't its biggest issue. Its biggest issue is its performance. Because if you had a powerful computer, you would be unable to play the game. Some people have reported that lower NPCs are capable of running this game a lot better than higher NPCs.
God, it's stuttering so bad. Holy shit, I don't know how long we'll make it.
Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be
Nope,
longing
we didn't make it. Okay, shame, what a shame.
Oh, and consoles, don't even get me started on consoles. The performance there is even worse. It runs at an uncapped 30 frames per second, which a steady 30 frames per second isn't a really big deal. However, when you have a constant fluctuation of 34, 30, 29, 25, back to 30, back to 34, it can get really jarring real quick. And I've seen a lot of arguments of people saying that video games these days shouldn't be running at 30 frames per second, but to be honest, 30 frames per second, especially for a single player game, is not really that big of an issue. If we were to talk about something that's competitive, sure, but when it comes to a single player game, not really an issue. But the performance makes it hard for you to even play this game, so even getting a steady 30 frames per second should be the standard. And yet again, another $70 game that's coming out below standard. But you know what my biggest gripe is? The fact that this game is a lot of fun. Alright, what if I stab it in the neck? It'll just, oh, okay, it fell down. Oh, I stabbed the heart. Alright, now I'm gonna try and, oh damn, I'm doing a lot of damage. Try to finish him off. Let's go! But these issues hold it back from being that 10 out of 10 game that it should deserve. But yeah, I almost forgot one thing. You can't create a new character after you've already created your main character. There is no multiple save slots. There is only your one character, and that's it. So if your game is bugged and you get stuck under the floor like this guy did, then you're kind of unfortunately screwed. There is a workaround to this, however, it's really stupid that we have to work around this issue rather than just having a new save file. Capcom are making it hard to love you. So I mean, that's pretty much it for the controversy. There's not much else to it. Like I said, the game is a great game. It's just being held back by a lot of its issues. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this game? Do you hate this game? Do you hate it because of the microtransactions? Do you hate it because of the performance? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.